Hi guys, it's DJRSNF88 speaking with a review of the new Hornby Railroad Mark 1 coaches. Now, as you can see, there are 4 of them here. Basically, at the moment, there's only a few out. There are, I think it's 6 in total, 3 chocolate and cream and 3 maroons. 9 if you include the 3 that are in the train pack, which is the Heritage train pack with the Duke of Gloucester. But I've got all 3 variants of the Railroad Maroon version so far. You're probably wondering why there's 4 here. It's because I have 2 of the brake coaches. As the brake coaches, I'll explain in a minute, are quite popular due to a recent other model that came on the market. But anyway, let's get on with the review. Now, Hornby released these to much surprise in the 2013 range. They're basically a budget version of the Mark 1 and a vast improvement over the previous Hornby Mark 1, which was basically an old trying design which was not to scale. It had wagon wheels, disc wheels with holes for the main wheels on the wagon, which are, well, on the coach, which is much smaller than a coach-sized wheel, Mark 1 sized wheel. It was not very detailed. It had big, bulky, moulded couplings. And basically everybody hated them. That's the easy way to describe them, sort of thing. So much to everybody's surprise, Hornby announced a new one to compete with Batman's top end version, as there was really no budget version for the Mark 1. And as many of you know, the Mark 1 is the bread and butter coach of after the Second World War. You know, surviving right up, well, obviously they're quite a lot. They're the main coach for preservation. Also, there are still a few in service on the national, on the network still, but they are mainly like work train coaches, you know, employed by Network Rail, and they are slowly being replaced. So they are a dying breed on the main line, but there are many, many, many of these preserved, guaranteed to go to any preserved railway, and they'll have at least 1 Mark 1. So anyway. So that proves how popular they are as a coach. So they certainly have a wide audience with a variety of liveries as well. So anyway, I've got these 4 here. Reason for getting these: I had these on order over at Signals Models Midsomer Norton when they were announced, purely because I wanted to extend my Pines Express rake. I have 3 Batman Maroon ones, a brake, open, and a buffet coach. Oh no, restaurant coach, sorry. But obviously I needed to extend the train rather than using my free, really old Hornby, the old Hornby design, which doesn't look very good. It's sort of a really big difference between the Batman ones on the front and the Hornby ones on the back of the rake you've probably seen feature in many of my past videos. So I decided to get these and, well, order these up. But ironically, before they came out, about a month or 2 before they came onto the market, a very interesting coach came onto the market in a very different, interesting way. The famous Hatchet 399 coach, which, as you know, I did a review of, came onto the market. It was a corridor coach, quite basic, but it seemed to have many of the features this coach does have. But as you'll see in my comparison video, which will either be a separate video or part of this video, depending on how long I blabber on, you will see there are many differences between that coach and this coach. So anyway, I ended up buying a load of those $3.99 coaches, which, you know, and I cancelled my order on these 2. But after thinking a lot about the Hatchet Mark 1s and how they performed on the rail in the rake, I decided to pick these 2 up anyway. You know, carry on with the order. Due to how good the brake coaches were, because I picked up the brake coach first for an obvious reason, as the brake coach has been the most popular of these coaches so far, due to many people buying loads of the $3.99 coach, which is all the same corridor type coach, and not having a brake coach. So basically, these have been quite popular, just so that people could complete a sort of realistic rake involving those $3.99 coaches. So these are excellent value. Right, so let's get on to actually looking at the model itself. We'll have a look at the brake coach, but when I come to compare them, I'll probably use one of these two, purely because they are corridor coaches, and the models I have, well, the 399 coach is a corridor, but the Batman one I have is open, as I mentioned, but they're the closest to compare the coaches anyway. So anyway, I'm not sure if I'm holding this in front of the camera, but here's the brake coach. As you can see, it was £16.80 from Signals. Very good value, considering the Batman one tends to cost about £10 to £12 more. Packaging, it's the old type of Hornby packaging, where basically it's the normal, you pop the end box, and it has that annoying sort of plastic sort of tray inside, which sort of the bottom half folds away, like the old type wagons and the old type coaches, obviously. But so I'm not going to get out of the box because it most likely fall out and then I can't get it back in. But Hornby done something quite clever with this one. It's the same tray, but they've you can probably see it there. There's a plastic sort of see-through thing that slots over the top, so it holds the bottom bit in place. So when it does come out, it won't fall out, and also it makes it slightly easier to get back in the box. The only problem with these boxes, as they're quite long and thin, the ends tend to wear out very, very quickly, as I found on my old type of Hornby Mark 1s in the Talisman Coach pack. So you've got to be careful when getting them in and out of the box if you want to look after the box with these. But apart from that, it's very, very good model, as you will see when I get it on the track in a second. Oh, one more thing about the packaging before I do. The models do come wrapped in this plastic, not tissue anymore. I've decided to take mine out, as it's a bit more rigid than a tissue, and it plays hell trying to get them back in the box, like I tend to do when my stock's not on the layout. Yeah, all round these models so far are looking very, very good. So let's get one of them on the track, like I said, one of these, and we'll have a look. Right, here's one on the track. This is product code R4351, which is a second class composite coach. As you can see, we have the compartments in there, and the corridors on the opposite side of the train. But being a railroad model, Hornby have done an excellent job in really capturing the look on the of the rail thing. They've done extremely well for such a good value model. The glazing is absolutely excellent. Sometimes you find on the older models the glazing is a bit tacky, but Hornby have done a great job with these. It looks really, really good, and the upper parts of the window are very, very finely detailed, as we will see when comparing some two other coaches to this coach. Now, being a railroad, there are a few bits of the paintwork, little details and certain bits basically missing, like paintwork wise, as we'll see in the comparison video. But well, it is going to be a comparison in a minute anyway. And also, many of the features are moulded, but they look absolutely excellent. We'll start with the roof. Now, as you can see, we've got some of the piping on here. That is on the centre there. I've got a funny feeling that's the filler pipes for the toilet, which is there. They would attach a hose to the bottom there, and it'll pump water will go up there and into the tank for the sink and the loo in there. That is all moulded, even on the ends down here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Sorry if I just move around next to the corridor. It's a bit dark on this end, but there's the end bit there, right above the just to the right of the buffer here. And you got the corridor. The corridor is, again, plastic. I've got a funny feeling. Part of the bodywork, but it is absolutely excellently picked out. The door is brown, which is a vast improvement on the old Hornby Mark 1, which was atrocious. As in, it was basically a trying design. The doors were the same colour. They were black, basically, and also the bogies were completely the wrong size, and also used wagon wheels. So the wheels were tiny. Now, being a railroad model, this does have plastic wheels, but it runs absolutely superbly smooth. As you would have, if you've watched my Hornby 5MT review, the running part of the video, she is hauling all four of these, and they run extremely smoothly. They are, it's quite a light coach, there's not a lot of weight to it, but it is, you know, like I said, a very, very smooth runner. And I feel that this is absolutely great for building up very, very, very long rakes, considering the value and the weight of them. Because sometimes with the heavier Batman ones, as we'll see in a minute, it does create quite a bit of drag. So you could probably get a longer train featuring these coaches. Now, onto the roof. Again, we've got the little roof vents. They're all moulded, and the ribs on the roof, but they look absolutely excellent. According to other online reviews, that is actually very close to the real thing with those ribs, because there's a lot of people saying that some of the ribs on models are a bit too, pronounced, if that's the correct saying for it, sort of thing. Or are either too flat, but I think they said that this one's just right. The glazing is absolutely excellent. I got the fine detail windows there. I'm not sure if I've already mentioned that, but we'll see in a comparison video again. We got the handrail, handrail there, and the door handle, all again molded to the model, but the clever paintwork that Hornby have used on them really does give the feel of it being separately fitted. They've also added the lining, which is absolutely excellently applied, along with the maroon livery, which is really surprising for a railroad model. So Hornby knew that people would probably buy these to complete, extend existing Mark 1 rakes, which is absolutely excellent. Also, we got the under carriage, which I'm not sure because of the lighting, because I've put the carriage in a weird position here, but it is quite detailed. It's got all the bits there needed. It's oops, not me, not the track with my foot there that I'm going to use for the yard. But yeah, it's all there. Moving along, the bogies have, some people have said that these are the best looking bogies on a coach for this price. They've even compared to the Batman ones, they said these are better than the Batman ones for detail, which is very, very surprising. As I mentioned, you can see it's got plastic wheels, but Hornby are making a premium range version of these coaches, which will include better paintwork, meaning there's more features on there, apart from just a number, which as you can see on this one, is M24439, which is a Midland Coach. So they'll have a crest in the middle. There were Maroon Mark 1s which didn't carry them. Quite a few carriages didn't carry the little crest in the middle. Only some did. And I got a funny feeling this one didn't carry a crest, so it's actually quite accurate. The one thing that is missing though is on the front, on the corridor, there should be a C1 marking and a few other little markings, along with stuff on the little white writing along there on the underframe, which is on the Batman one, as you'll see in a second. But I think Hornby are going to add that to their premium range version along with wheels. Hornby have also announced do this in chocolate and cream livery. They're also this year for 2014 announced crimson and cream livery, and also southern green livery. Quite a few people are looking forward to the southern green livery ones, because it, unlike Batman's, apparently the green is more correct to the southern green. Personally, I don't have a problem with the Batman southern green ones, but they are apparently, according to pictures, the Hornby one looks closer. Also, unlike Batman's one, the green ones feature a crest, which again, like I said, some did and some didn't, but Batman haven't done one with a crest on the side, so people are quite happy about those, considering the ones on the Swanage Railway are in that livery. Another interesting feature about those Mark 3s, the green, Mark 3s, the green Mark 1s that Hornby are producing, is as well as being in the premium range, they also are fitted with interior lighting, which quite a lot of people are again extremely looking forward to, as the model is going to be retail for around £30 and it's going to include interior lighting. And as you know, there are only 2 coaches that you can buy separately on the market at the moment with interior lighting, I think off the top of my head, which is the Hornby Pullman and also the Batman Mark 1 Pullman, but no non-luxury stock. So it'd be really, really interesting to see that, and it'd be quite tempting to maybe get 1 or 2 to see how it goes. But once you get those, you want the full rake, which I think Hornby are making 4 versions of that southern green one, but it's only southern green I understand that they're fitting it with at the moment. Now you're probably seeing this little clip here. It's probably because I thought that my review and comparison video was probably going on too long a bit. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video here and basically then put the comparison between the other two Mark 1s, which you will see in the next video, via different, well, which are made by a different brand, well, two different brands, let's just say. The comparison video will be a separate video, which will feature after this one. So stay tuned, and you could see a comparison between one of these and another two Mark 1s, which are on the market at the moment. So anyway, this has been SDJRSNF88 speaking, and thanks for watching.